गुड मॉर्निंग। वो गुड मॉर्निंग ही बोलना पड़ेगा।
Good morning, ma'am.
गुड मॉर्निंग, हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ओंकार, ओंकार, व्हाट हैपेंड? यू वर नॉट देयर फॉर द Saturday lecture?
Ma'am, I am at my native place now, so it was raining heavily, so electricity cut,
Okay,
battery
okay,
was.
okay, okay. So you have not yet come down to Mumbai.
Yes, yes.
Where it is?
After the
Your
war
native place?
in Satara,
Satara where?
Aund. It is approximately 50 kilometers from Satara, Aund.
Uh, exactly where?
Ma'am, you know about Satara?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you.
Ma'am, from Satara city, it is 50 kilometers, Aund, Yamai Devi.
Okay, okay, okay. So now the conditions are better over there.
Yes, ma'am. Corona is little bit fast here,
Okay, now
spreading.
it's not there. That's great. So, hi Bhavna, Swati, your video, Bhavna, your video. Aparna, your problem is sorted out with the network issue. Aparna, Aparna,
Yes, ma'am.
your problem is sorted out with the network issue.
Hopefully.
Not yet.
No idea, ma'am. It works at times it's stuck.
Okay, you stay at Kalyan, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Still there is a problem.
No, last week it was thundering slightly, so maybe it could be because of that.
No, but if you open the video, then your
Yeah, it plays
bandwidth is.
perfectly, no problem.
Then you can open your video. I want to see you.
1 minute, ma'am.
Yes. Swati, Bhavna, Bhavna.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to see you. Ma'am is such a crooked ma'am, no? That ma'am always say that I want to see everyone. And that by taking everyone's name.
No, ma'am.
Prachi, yeah, that's good. Our RJ Bhavna. That's great. Prachi, your video. Shivani, your video. Yes, that's great. Shivani, your video. Suraj, your video. Your Teddy is also with you. That's great. Okay, Shivani, your video.
1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute.
पूजा,
टीचर बनती है, डैडी के साथ रहती है।
पूजा,
टीचर को पता है हम लोग 2 बजे तक भूल जाते हैं, इसलिए
पूजा.
गुड मॉर्निंग बोलते हैं।
That's great, Suraj. I can see you. Suraj is very attentive. Yes, liked it. Very good, Suraj. Then
छोड़ा।
Om, Om.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, your video. Ravan. Yes. Azia, your video. Nazia. Mansi, your video. Umer, your video. I want to see everyone. Swati, what happened? Taslima, your video. Many students have not yet opened their videos. What happened? Onkar, still you have the problem, no? Ume,
Yes,
okay, Shivani, Om, I can see. That's great. Swati, Anchal, video. Apana, still problem is there with your this one. Nazia. Okay, chalo. After requesting this many videos, where okay, Nazia is good. Achal, Swati just joined and left. Yes, Pooja, Umera. Okay, chalo. That's great. At least I can see few faces, which gives me the energy. Now we'll continue our feminism that day we were started with. Is my screen too visible to everyone?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. So we started with this, the feminism. And we stated that very essentially, what is the main work of the feminism? It is nothing but overthrow the roots of the patriarchy. That was the main thing, which also discussed by the Simone de Beauvoir, who was a feminist writer, plus she was also the friend of the Jean-Paul Sartre, that Sartre which we did in the FY. And as a result of it, later on she came to, and she made a very bold statement into it, that women is not born, she is made. So in this case it indicates that how much strong the patriarchy is rooted in the society. So therefore it said that whenever there are the cases of operations, maybe it is the oppression of the women, maybe the oppression of the lower caste, maybe the oppression of the black people, maybe the oppression of the slaves, it is always the state is in the condition of the war, that we have seen. So in this we stated that feminism started realizing and uh, started explaining what role women can play into the area of the politics, that is the political arena, how politics should or political rights need to be given to the women, how culturally women is suppressed in the society, why we need to overcome this suppression whenever it is needed, and it should not be the 100% you can say that which is required, that we need to uproot this traditional operation which goes into the culture. So they says that feminism is described into the arena or the area of political, cultural and economic upliftment, that is the financial upliftment of the women. As Jasmine stated that very essentially women should be financially independent, so we can able to establish the equal rights and legal protection for the women. Otherwise it will be very difficult, because in political area, that last time we discussed, if you remember, if you give me the political right, I can choose my candidate who can think about me, who can think that I'm in the distress, I need to be uplifted. Maybe it is a women candidate or maybe it is a male candidate, whoever it might be, but who can think for me. So as a result of, as J. Mill stated, standing on 2 feet, that is the morality and intellect, which will work on the area of political, cultural and economic enhancement of the women. So feminism, as it is stated, this is a belief in the social, economic and political equality of the sexes, and that the gender also. So biological equality also they are talking about, and gender equality also they are talking about. So even though the social area, or social platform, financial platform, political platform, everywhere we require the equal status. So this first feminism originated into the West. The term feminism has been originated first in the Western world, and which started representing the women's right particularly, and the interest in which women has, and not only the women's interest, her own interest, but how society is visualizing, because society till date, society has decided what her interest is. But feminism started thinking about it, that we need to think about the individual interest, and that individual is women interest, which is very, very essential. So throughout the Western history, we come to know that women is confined to the domestic sphere, that she was into the fortified walls of the home. Now she need to take part into the public life, which was only reserved for the men. Because what if you remember, Jasmine stated that only 50% population is outside, but 50% population is inside. That 50% population need to brought into the public sphere. That is the first and foremost aim, or the main goal of the feminist movement. Is it clear to everyone? So on this basis, as we stated earlier, what was the status of women in the medieval era that we have seen? In medieval Europe, women were denied. This is the era about the Victorian era, you can say that. Women denied the right of her own property. She was not allowed to study or education. She will not participate in the public life, that we have seen. See, exactly on this point, the feminism started attacking, that she should own her property, she should get education, and she should come and participate into the public life, which comprises of the legal life. That is, the legal right is very important for her, social right is important for her, political rights is important for her. Then only you can say that she is superior. Rather than talking about the superior, she can equally take part into the all the social arena. So during at the end of the 19th century, especially into the France, they were still compelled to cover their heads, especially into the public, in parts, especially in parts of Germany. Husband still had the right to sail his wife. Just imagine. Some part in the France, some part in Germany, where women is a sellable commodity, which was there in India too, where women is to sell out by slaves to the other. So it is a sellable commodity. So when I'm attaching the word commodity, it means women is a thing. Women is not a being. Understood the difference between the thing and being? Being means it has an intrinsic value. Thing, it has a materialistic value, as well as a, you can say that very essentially not intrinsic value, but it has a value which is the instrumental. To fulfill my desires, I need to sell the women. And who has got this right? Husband has got right. So this indicates that this is a very sad scenario which was there beginning of the 19th century, in the 19th century, at the end of the 19th century. So in the early 20th century, end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, you can say that women could neither vote nor can have any office work. She is not elected to any government offices, because that time the private job was not, as if was not there, only the government administrative services. That too in the Europe, she has been denied, and we consider Europe is a developed country, and that time, just imagine what kind of scenario. Even though most of the United States, where several territories and the states granted women the suffrage long before the federal government did so. So rather than, you can say that the United States has granted certain rights to the women, but federal government, that too in the Europe, they have not granted any rights to the women. So women were prevented from conducting her own business. Only it is allowed if there is a male representative. So once again, it means that entire job will be handled by the male person only, because she cannot work with the public. That is the main crunch, it's like. So who can be the male representative? A father, a brother, a husband, or any legal agent she appoint or she ask for it. So naturally she will go for this three only. And if she is aged, then son. So naturally this property right will be restricted to these people only. It will not go to her, because all the things will be observed by, conducted by the male member only. So married women could not exercise control over their own children without the permission of their husband. So she doesn't have any control on her children. If husband says that you can control the children, then only. Otherwise, she is like a puppet. Just follow the instructions, orders of the husband. So women had a little or no access to education and were barred from most professions. She was not allowed to enter into any kind of profession. And most of the cases you will find that irrespective of the royal families, education was not granted to any other female. Is it clear to everyone? So what
Yes,
are the
ma'am.
main issues that were there for the feminist activities that they need to campaign around the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the 20th century? So what, end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, what issues they felt it is necessary to focus upon? First and foremost, they said women should get legal rights, especially in regards to the contract. If she owns her business, naturally her viewpoints, her opinions, her rights to be there on the property, not the appointed agent, husband, father, or the brother or the son. Then voting right, which is very essential, that is the political right we consider at, and that is the body integrity and the autonomy. She need to have her own control on her own business if she has, of whatever kind of, even though she has her own shop, then that entire shop need to be earned by herself only. So whatever she is going to earn from that, so entire rights lies to the women only. So she will manage everything. Then very important thing they came up with, that yes, right of reproduction, that when she feel that time only she should give a birth to the new progeny. She should have at the her right, which called as the abortion, at the cost of her own health, which includes the contraception. That yes, right now if she doesn't require the child, then she can use the contraceptives for that. Even though the prenatal care which is required for the women, that can be given to her. Then she need to be protected from the domestic violence. Husband cannot use her as a thing, that is the property, that is any kind of commodity. Then sexual harassment, which goes, even though which come under the domestic violence also, that should not be there. And the sexual harassment wherever she is working, so her working environment need to be free from the sexual harassment. And she is a human being and she is a person, and so she need to get justice for this. Right now in 21st century also we are fighting for this. Just imagine where we have come from. Since it is the beginning, we are fighting for it. So the rights are at workplace, especially the maternity leave, which need to be granted to the women, equal work, equal pay, which is required, that she is working more and she is getting less amount, that is also not acceptable. So these are the main issues they are saying that is required. So don't discriminate her on this basis, saying that she is biologically weak sex. Grant all this right which the feminist activities are asking to when she goes out to the work or when she is at home. So she should be secured at home as well as she should be secured wherever she is working, whether she is working independently or with any employer. So her work need to be free from sexual harassment, free from the rape, free from the any kind of discrimination. All the rights need to be given to her. So these are the main issue that feminists are talking about it. So when on this cases, there are the waves of the feminism, we can say that into the history, especially into the 18th century, in the work of the Mary Wollstonecraft, Vindication of Rights of Women, which was published in 1792. There she's spoken about that yes, what kind of rights are required, because see, the French Revolution played a very important role, because in French Revolution only we came to know that there are certain rights are required. That rights are equality, which are the equality, liberty, and what and what
I
what
think opportunity.
huh hello, which are the three rights may emerge into this French Revolution. Because see, this entire book, which has been written by the Mary Wollstonecraft, that is the Vindication of the Rights of the Women, is based on the French Revolution. And in French Revolution, we spoke about three important rights. Which are these right? Equality and how the French Revolution started? Can anyone tell me how the French Revolution started? Can you able to hear me properly? Can anyone? I've just stopped my share. Tell me, what was the main reason behind the French Revolution? And who was the participant of the French Revolution? Who was the participant of the French Revolution? Tell me. Tell me. Have you got my question? Or still my question need to be cleared more? What was the reason behind the French Revolution? There are many history and political science students are in this philosophy, they have opted for it. Yes? So they know the history and French Revolution as if we studied in the school also. It's not something new that I'm going to ask you the question. So anyone can come up with it. Yes? My question is clear or still it require any clarity? Anyone can answer. Omkar, Suraj, Bhavna, Swati, Aparna, Pooja, Prachi, Riza, Mansi. Is the question is so difficult that no one wants to answer? Only Reena ma'am can answer.
Ma'am, it started from Bastille,
See,
where
I
the
don't require
people.
any kind of historical evidences. What was the place? How it is started? I just want to know what was the major thing that took place into the French Revolution. How it started? What was the major reason behind it? What was the reason that why French Revolution took place? I don't want date. I don't want day. I don't want which place it is. Okay? Bolo Omkar.
Ma'am, because of poor economics
No,
by the Louis
Louis
King.
14. Okay, Louis 14
Yeah.
because of the. So who was involved into it? It started by whom?
Bourbon dynasty.
Yeah. So who participated into it?
Ma'am, I think there were three classes, something to do with clergy, and then there's something else also. And they barricaded the Bastille fort.
Okay. So, but major role is played by whom?
The common
Napoleon.
No, no. Major role is played by the common man. See, when my rights are suppressed, naturally the outcome is like a volcano. Till
Yeah.
how much the how can queen says that if you don't have a money, like as Suraj you stated, because of the economic condition, if you don't have
Yeah.
money to buy the bread, then
Buy
you can
cake.
yeah, you can buy cake. See, how can a queen say like this? This is
It was Mary
literally,
Antoinette, right, ma'am?
huh?
Mary Antoinette.
Yeah. So this indicates that how you can tell people, common man, they are suffering from such a poor condition. So it means that those who have a money with them, they can do whatever they wanted. They have all the rights, social rights, political rights, economic rights, all the rights. So the three outcome of the French Revolution is, the first thing is that all are equal. So equality sutra, which we can call it as equality sutra, which got it, or the aphorism we got from the French Revolution, that all are equal, irrespective of your classes, whichever class you belong to, whether you are belong to upper class, rich class, lower class, whichever class. First and foremost thing that you are equal. Then the second, the sutra or aphorism we got it, that was the liberty, freedom, which was denied. That was only, you can say that, under the people, those who have money with them. That is the royal family, you can say that. So they might be clergy, then they might be the literally royal family, or the ministers, administrators of the royal families. So they used to enjoy this liberty. So we said that equality and liberty was the second. And third is that the fraternity concept came, that we all are brother. So it means we are sailing the same boat. So these three things impacted the feminism movement, that women are also same, despite of whatever you are talking about, biological sexes or the gender disparity, we are not interested into it. The if you are giving the rights to the male patriarchy, that is the patriarchy word which has been used, so the matriarchy word that is also very important, they also possess the same thing. Same right need to be given to the male as well as the female without any kind of discrimination. So this liberty, fraternity, and equality, these three outcomes of the French Revolution literally changed the face of the human being, where we started saying that human beings started living as a human being. So now these three things has important consequences into it, that I need to adopt a very essential behavior, the or action, that is the my behavior will be based on morality, where I can able to distinguish between what is right and what is going wrong. So I need to support only right thing, and I need to abandon the wrong thing. I will not go. So everything goes in this mind, that yes, now I started using my reasoning power. Why I have denied rights to the women? Feminist writers are there, they started asking that too in the literature, when they started publishing the book, when they got an opportunity to publish, why you have denied rights to the women? In fact, women is same as to the men, so you should not. So this on the backdrop of the French Revolution, we came to know that the freedom which is required, the liberty which is required to all the classes, despite of their races, despite of their sexes, despite of their genders, despite of their classes, we say that now everyone need to be on the same platform. Am I clear with this? Yes? Yes, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll just continue with this. So see, background of the French Revolution. So here Mary Wollstonecraft argued that women should be entitled to some rights and privileges as men are enjoying on the ground that they are human beings. So if you will not give rights to the women, then what will happen? You are denying her status to be a human being. You will still treat her as a slaves or worse than the slave. So offer certain rights to her or give certain rights to her and privileges which is already enjoyed by the male members in the society. So she claimed that the distinction of the sex would become unimportant in the political and social life. You cannot distinguish the person on the basis of sex, that male sex or the female sex. If women gain access to the education, she will prove that she is equivalent to the male. So this concept which we are calling here, for example, the distinction will automatically will go away and she can gain the access in all the spheres of life where she was not allowed because of the patriarchy. So give her education. So once education is offered to her, she can be a part and parcel of the political arena, and she can also be the part and parcel of the social life, and she can able to bring the changes, what kind of changes she wants to bring. And this is the entire outcome of the French Revolution. So it means liberty, equality, and fraternity is playing the major role in shaping the feminist movement. So as we already discussed with this, that J.S. Mill in his book in 1869 focused upon that yes, society should be organized according to the principle of reason, and that accident of birth is not required. So what it should be, the reason plays a very important role. So on this basis, we need to see that the entire feminism is divided into three waves. First wave, so we occur in 19th and end of the 19th century and the early 20th century, which was comprises for the only political rights, that they started asking for the political rights. Second wave started in the 1960s and 70s, refer to the women's liberation movement for equal legal and the social rights. So first they demanded for the women's vote, that is the suffrage right. She should get an right to vote. And in the second wave, they started asking about the equal legal rights and the social rights. And the third wave began in 1990s, and still it is going on the fourth wave above. So it refers to the continuation of and reaction to the second wave feminism. So the third wave came as a reaction to the second wave feminism, which is very important. So this is Yusuf Malala, that everyone knows about it, that she says, when the whole world is silent, even one voice become a powerful. So now this feminist movement started raising the voice that yes, women need to be treated equally, that all the arena, her equal presence is required, that is the suffrage area, political rights, then very essentially the social rights, legal rights, so she can mingle up with the society, she can ask for her own rights, and she can fight for her own right, where she, when fighting indicates that she can able to raise her own rights. So we will see in detail now first wave feminism. So it prompted equal contract and property rights for women, opposing ownership of married women by their husband. Now, married women is not the ownership of the husband. Whatever property she possesses prior to the marriage, that belongs to her only. It cannot get transferred to the husband. And if she has started any business, then also that contract lies with women as a business partner. So by the late 19th centuries, feminist activism was started focusing upon the right to vote. Yes, I should choose my own candidate. It should not be the imposed candidate. So American first wave feminism ended with the passage of the 19th Amendment to the US Constitution in 1999, granting women voting rights. So US granted voting rights to the women in 1919. So when women act like women, Simone de Beauvoir says that they are access of being inferior. But when women act like a human being, they are access of behaving like a man. So don't act like a woman. You will consider weaker sex in the society, inferior sex in the society, or inferior gender in the society. Act like a human being. You are a person, you are a human being. Then you see that no one will accuse you. You will start behaving like a male member of the society. That is very essential. The second wave feminism started it as a women's liberation in the different part. In this, first and foremost, 1960s and 1980s, they started focusing upon the issues related to the equality and discrimination. The second wave slogan was, the personal is political. The slogan of second wave feminism is, personal is political, which identified women's cultural and political inequalities which were existing in the society, and as inextricably linked, and encouraged women to understand how their personal lives reflected sexist power structure. So when this slogan given by the feminist, that is the second wave feminist, that personal is political, that started saying that how she is inferiorly treated at the cultural level or the political. Now when you give her the political right, then she will get the personal right. She can able to uplift herself. She will not require any support from the society if you provide her all the political rights. So she can encourage herself and she can understand, see how the sexist society is trying to oppress her in all the area of the society, whether it is a political, legal, social, whichever area she want to access. So Betty Friedan was the key player in the second wave feminism. In 1963, her book, The Feminine Mystic, criticized the idea that women could find fulfillment only through child rearing and homemaking. So the Betty Friedan first stated that yes, it is not required that womanhood will be completed. Womanhood will be completed with child rearing and homemaking, but her life is beyond these two things. This work she will do it without doubt with her companion, but now she need to access the other area also. So you cannot say that her only womanhood lies into child rearing and homemaking. So Friedan hypothesis that women are victims of the false beliefs requiring them to find identity in their lives through husbands and children, this should go away. This is the false hypothesis that happiness of women lies only with these two things. Sorry, yeah? That lies into her identity also lies with the husband and the children. She has her own identity and she can prove that she has her own identity. So this causes women to lose their own identity in that of their own family, because her identity is restricted to the husband and the children. She loses her own identity. So if you want that she should have her own identity, then give a platform to her. And she stated, in the third wave feminism, which begins in 1990s, responding to the perceived failure of the second wave and the backlash against the second wave. Because see what happened, people were not ready to offer her what she requires. See, in the second wave, what we said, what second wave stated, personal is political. And later on, the Betty Friedan also stated about very essentially that you cannot restrict, you cannot label her into this area only, but she need to come beyond this. And once again, you should not just say that her identity lies into these two areas. Her identity is her own identity. When somewhere this was not acceptable to the patriarchal society, therefore we found that to gain the success into the second wave feminism was not so easy, and therefore we found that there are certain failures lies into the second wave feminism. So on this backlashes, again the second wave initiatives, the very important third wave feminism came up with this ideological seeks to challenge the definitions of femininity. What do you mean by female? The third wave feminism started talking about what do you mean by a female? What is meant by the femininity? That grew out of the idea of the second wave feminism, because we said that femininity, female means child rearing and homemaking and just looking for the happiness of the husband and the child. So this has been overthrown by the second wave. As a result of it, on this only, the third wave feminism developed, where they started overemphasizing the experiences of the upper and the middle class. Once again, the word is there, white women. I'm using the word white women. Here, nowhere we have mentioned, we have talked about the black women. So only now we are talking about the white women, and white women need to be freed from the operation which is there. So now once again, women are divided into the two races, white and the black. So the third wave sees women's lives as intersectional, demonstrating the race, ethnicity belongs to the roots, which class she belongs to, whether upper class, middle class, or lower class, whether white or related to any tribal areas, or what kind of religion she has, what type of gender role she is performing it out, and which nation she belongs to. All this becomes a very significant factor in the third wave feminism. So when discussing this feminism, it is necessary to examine the issues which are related to the women's life on an international basis. So it is not related only one nationality. It should be related to the women belongs to all part of the world. So that is very essential. So therefore, what Simone de Beauvoir says, let women be provided with living strength of their own. Let them have the means to attack the world. I'm saying what Simone de Beauvoir is saying, attack the world and West from their own subsistence, and their dependence will be abolished, that of man also. So let her attack on all this area, and let's see, she will emerge as a human being. So naturally, we need to, what we can say that dilute this race, ethnicity, class, religion, gender, and nationality, because these problems are worldwide. It is an international problem. We can say that women belong to India or women belong to USA, she faced the same problem. Is this clear? Or any doubt, any questions, or you want to add anything into it? I'll just stop it. Anyone want to add anything into it? Please go ahead with it. Or you want to comment on this? Please, or if anyone has not understood anything, please let me know. Or everything is clear? Yes? अरे आंसर तो करो भाई.
Yes, ma'am.
It's clear? No
Yes, ma'am.
issue?
No, ma'am.
No one has nothing to say? That's great. So feminism, which has emerged from the political ideologies, we say that it is specially there is a liberalism and socialism plays a very important role. So political ideologies have served as a vehicle for advancing the women's role into the political area and the social area, and other, even though the legal area also, where women started working with, women started asking with, as a result of it, she started changing this area, she started changing this area, and as a result of it, she became independent. So on this basis, we come to know that there are major political traditions are there in the feminism, because it is based on the political ideologies, especially the liberalism and the socialism, which is the outcome of the French Revolution. So liberal feminism, social feminism, and the radical feminism. So we are going to see the feminism first, what we mean by the liberal feminism, what it means by the social feminism, and what it means by the radical feminism. So this is Gloria Steinem. She says that if you say I am for equal pay, that's a reform. But if you say I am a feminist, that's a transformation of the society. So don't say that equal pay is required, but I'm a woman, and women, I'm fighting for the rights of the women, for the betterment of the women. That means you try to transform the society, which is really essential. Right now also, even though we are in the 21st century, we are still seeing that still the women rights are not there. Even though you just take the example, the political rights which we are talking since beginning, that whom to vote, it is decided by the male member in the society and at home. कि किसको वोट देना है, किस पार्टी को वोट देना है, it is decided by the male member. So does her choice remains? Can she choose for herself? That is a big question mark, even though into the 21st century. Even though in the case of the legal right, I think in the beginning only the Onkar stated, if I'm not mistaken, that, not today's, but 2 to 3 lectures back, he stated that madam, very essentially now the new law has come that even though women can have a right related to the property which is her ancestral property, but in many cases you can say that even though in the country like India, where we are talking about these rights, still it has been, signature has been taken by the brother or the other family members that she has no interest into the property of the ancestor. So it is decided by the male members. So many times when we are talking about these three areas, liberal feminism, social feminism, or radical feminism, exactly what it is and whether it has changed the life of the women or not, that we will see tomorrow. Because right now it is already, I think so, time up. Correct?
Bye, ma'am.
Yes. Take care. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
See you tomorrow with
Thank you,
full
ma'am.
enthusiasm. Yes. Take care, bacha. Bye.